This tutorial is a must watch for everyone, and trust me, I'm going to break it down for you all. Hey guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Naho Blessed Fashion. If you're new here, please join this family. Okay, we have so much to learn for free, and if you're a return subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. Today we are going to be drafting a basic bodice pattern. If you get this, trust me, you won't have any issue with any style that comes your way. Okay, so I'm going to divide the pattern into two. We are going to be drafting the front side and the back side together. So this is our front side and this is our back side. Okay, I will draft them together just so you get the difference. Okay, so this is our center front, is our center front, and is our center back. So I'm going to take my shoulder to bust measurement, shoulder to bust. And then next, I'm going to take my shoulder to waist measurement. Now, the shoulder to waist measurement of the front side is different from the shoulder to waist measurement of the back side. That is because of our bust. Okay, because of the bust increase the shoulder to waist measurement of the front. So you can't get the same shoulder to waist measurement at the back because there is no bust at the back. Okay, but the bust at the front adds extra inches to our shoulder to waist measurement. So my shoulder to waist measurement is 16 inches. So I'm going to mark my bust line. The bust line of the front is the same with the bust line of the back. So I'm just going to mark it with a straight line just like this. Okay, and then I'm going to create a straight line at the waistline. Like I said, the waistline of the front is not the same with the waistline of the back. So for the front is 16 inches. Okay, and then for the back waist, shoulder to waist measurement, my back, you are going to take the back shoulder to waist measurement. My own is 14 and a half. Okay, that is 1.5 inch difference. The bigger your bust is, or your client bust is, the more difference you're going to get. The smaller the bust, the less difference. For clients with tiny bust, you might not even get a difference. The waistline might be the same. Okay, but try to take the measurement, most especially if you're making a fitted dress and you want it to fit very well. Try to take the front measurement and the back measurement. Okay, next, I'm going to take the front neck width. I'm going to use 3 inches. It's more like a constant, not really constant, but it actually works for almost every neckline, okay? But you can go ahead and take your client's neck measurement. And then I'm going to mark my shoulder divide by 2. Shoulder divide by 2, and then I'll come down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope, okay? I'll connect my shoulder slope to the neck width, just like this. Next, I will take the front neck depth. I'm going to be using 3 inches, but this actually, the style you're making will determine how the neck width, the neck depth is going to be, okay? If you want it free, 3 inches is okay. If you want it a bit tight, a bit close, you can make use of 2.5 inch or even 2 inches. Then I'm going to connect the neck width with the neck depth, just like this. Next, I'm going to check the measurement I have at my shoulder, which is 7 inches. I will try to maintain the same 7 inches, okay? Just so I get a straight line. So from my shoulder slope, I'm going to mark my armhole, okay? So you can make use of your shoulder divide by 2, and you can make use of your round bust measurement divide by 6 plus 1.5 inches. So mine is 7 inches. I'm just going to create a straight line just like this, okay? And this is my armhole line, and this will serve as my chest line. So basically your chest line is actually 2 inches above your bust line. So this is my chest line, my bust line, and my waist line, okay? Next, I'll mark the center of my armhole line, okay? And then I'm going to mark my round bust measurement divide by 4. Round bust measurement divide by 4, okay? Then at the middle of that chest line, I'm going to go in by 1/2 inch. I'll connect this three dots together to create my armhole, just like this. Okay, so this is my front armhole. We're going to do the same thing for the back. So for the back, I'm going to be going in by 1.5 inches for my zipper allowance. Okay, from the center back, I'm going in by 1.5 inches. That will serve as my zipper allowance. So from the zipper line, this is our front and this is our back side. Okay, so from the zipper line at the back, I'm going to mark the same 3 inches width, neck width. I'm just going to mark that out, and for the neck depth, I'm going to use 1.5 inches. I'll also mark my shoulder to shoulder measurement, and then my shoulder slope of 1 inches. I'll connect my shoulder slope and my neck width just like this, and then my neck width to my neck depth just like this. Okay, I hope this is not confusing. Okay, this side is for our back side. Okay, next I'm going to mark my 7 inches of shoulder to just get a straight line, then mark my armhole depth. Okay, and then I will extend the line just like this. We have the same chest line for the back. Okay, I'm going to take my round bust measurement, divide by 4, then get the center of my armhole depth and connect it. This time we are not coming out with 1/2 inch like we did to the front side. Okay, so this is just going to be like this. I hope you can see the difference. Okay, next I'm going to take my bust to bust measurement, nipple to nipple measurement, divide by 2 at my bust line and my waistline of the front side. Okay, and then I'm going to take my dart of 1 inch on both sides. You can make use of 0.75 for a smaller bust, and you can increase it to like 1.25 inch or 1.5 inch on both sides for a client with bigger bust. Okay, so from my bust line, I'm going to come down by 1 inch and then connect this dart leg together just like this. This will eliminate pointiness at the bust line. Okay, so you want to come down with 1 inch or 1/2 inch. Next, I'll come to my back side, mark my nipple to nipple measurement, divide by 2 at my waistline and my bust line. Then I'll connect it just like this. Okay, so for the back dart, I'm going to be making use of 0.75 on both sides. I'll connect it straight to meet up with my bust line. This time I'm not coming down by 1 inch like I did to the front side. Okay, next I have my round bust measurement already, divide by 4. I'm going to add 1.5 inch sewing allowance. At my waistline, I'm going to mark my waist measurement, divide by 4. Okay, and then I'm going to add my 2 inch dart and 1.5 inch sewing allowance. So always replace your dart. Okay, anything you take, make sure you replace it. Okay, so I'll connect my bust measurement to my waist measurement just like this. I'll do the same thing to the back side. Okay, so from the center back, from the zipper line, okay, not the allowance, from the zipper line, I'll mark my waist, divide by 4, and then replace my dart. Okay, replace my dart and add my sewing allowance. At the chest line, I already have my round bust measurement. I just add my 1.5 inch sewing allowance and then I connect it just like this. Next is to take the bust dart. So the difference I have from the front side and the back side is what I'm going to use to take my dart. So mine is 1.5 inch. Okay, if yours is 1 inch, you will take your dart of 1 inch. If your difference is 1/2 inch, you take your dart of 1/2 inch. Okay, so mine is 1.5 inch and that is my bust dart. I hope this is clear. Someone asked for more clarity. That is why I come up with this tutorial, because I want to make it as clear as possible, okay? So by the time we close this bust dart, we are going to have the same measurement with the back side, okay? By the time you close it, you are going to have the same measurement because you have taken the difference. I'll go ahead and cut it out. So this is my back side, okay? This is my center back. I'm cutting out the zipper allowance. Okay, this is the side. Guys, if you're still watching, you didn't like this video, how about waiting I do you? Please like the video, okay? And if you can drop a comment, I will really appreciate, guys. Your comment means so much, like seriously, okay? Please, guys, encourage me with your comments, encourage me with your likes, okay? Thank you. So I'm just cutting out my front piece, okay? I hope this is very clear. I hope nobody is confused. If you're confused, just let me know in the comment section. It was actually someone's question that makes me come up with this tutorial, so your question can also help others, okay? So by the time we close this dart, we are going to have the same length for the side, okay? So you can close the dart from your pattern, you can close it from your fabric, depends on the style you are making. So the first style I'm going to be making with this pattern is this style over here, and as you can see, there is no bust dart on the style. The bust dart is closed from the pattern, but there is a shoulder dart, okay? So I'm going to close this bust dart now and open a shoulder dart because of the style I'm going to make, okay? So for the shoulder, I'm going to mark the midpoint, okay? My shoulder is 4, I'm going to mark 2 inches, and then I'll connect it to my bust nipple to nipple measurements, just like this. At the bust line, nipple to nipple measurements, make sure you don't have a sharp end there, okay? And then I will open one of the dart's leg, cut it open just like this, okay? And then I'll open my shoulder just like this. So basically we are transferring the bust dart to the shoulder. That is what we are doing here, okay? So I'm going to close my bust dart just like this. As you can see, the moment I just close it, the shoulder open, okay? So the dart is transferred to the shoulder. To make the side smooth, I'm going to place a piece of paper just like this, okay? And then I'm going to tape it down to get a smooth end, okay? You can actually leave some pieces if you are cutting from your pattern, just to get a smooth end just like this. As you can see, our side length is the same, okay? And that is what we want. So I'm just going to cut open the waist dart. I'm cutting this dart open because of the style I want to use this pattern for, okay? Like I said, you can stitch your dart on your fabric. For the back dart, I'm going to stitch it on my fabric, okay? And this is my back, this is my front. I'm going to cut 2 of this piece and then 1 of this front piece on fold. It's going to be on fold, okay? So one important thing I don't want you to miss is to notch your bust point. Notch your bust point. Anytime you open this dart like this, notch your bust point so that when you are stitching it, notch it from your fabric too, so that when you are stitching it, you make sure this point align. And don't forget to add your half inch of joining allowance to join these two together, okay? And then very important, your zipper bulge. You want to eliminate your zipper bulge at the back. So from your waistline, you're going to come in by ½ inch and then connect it all the way to your neck line, just like this. ½ inch from your waistline, connect it all the way to your neckline. That's all for this tutorial. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.